Because the Subway heated sandwiches such as hot meatball sandwich did not contain, quote, bread as defined, it could not be said to be food. We got a topic today that is going to light your nips on fire. So check this fucking shit out. Oh God, that's gross. Sandwiches in Subway deemed too sugary to meet legal definition of being bread. What in the actual fuck? Like, what in the actual fuck? So, sandwiches in Subway too sugary to meet legal definition of being bread. The Supreme Court has found, the Supreme Court has found that the bread in Subway's heated sandwiches has too much sugar in it to meet the legal definition of being bread. The court ruled that with a high sugar content, the sandwich could not be deemed a staple food, which attracts a zero VAT rate. It rejected arguments by a Subway franchisee that it was not liable for VAT on some of its takeaway products, including teas, coffees, and heated filled sandwiches. The appeal by Bookfinders Limited, based in Tuam, Galway, I don't even know what the fuck's going on here, included consideration of whether the bread sold in Subway sandwiches fell outside the statutory definition of bread intended under the Value Added Tax Act 1972 to attract a zero VAT rate. The five-judge court ruled the bread in Subway's heated sandwiches falls outside that statutory definition because it has a sugar content of 10 pc of the weight of the flour included in the dough. The act provides the weight of ingredients such as sugar, fat, and bread improver. Bread improver? Oh. Shall not exceed 2 pc of the weight of flour in the dough. The clear intention of the detailed definition of bread, quote, bread, in the act was to distinguish between bread as a staple food, which should be 0 pc rated, and certain other baked goods made from dough, Mr. Justice Donal O'Donnell said. Because the Subway heated sandwiches such as hot meatball sandwich did not contain, quote, bread as defined, it could not be said to be food for the purpose of the second schedule of the act, he held. That's fucking disgusting. That's fucking gross. That's absolutely fucking gross. So, yeah, you can Google for that article. That is as if we didn't know. Look, I'm telling you, what's interesting about that article is not that Subway is gross. I think we can all agree that Subway is gross. Subway is nasty. But it just goes to show that it depends on the definition of food. It kind of relates to the question I had earlier here when someone was asking, oh, is doing 40, what was the question? 45 minutes? Does 45 minutes of, high intensity or circuit or interval cardio 5 to 7 days a week, is that considered fit? And I said, what is your definition of fit? And I think that's a very valid point. How are you defining fit? That's really vague, which is why the fitness industry is such a hot fucking mess, because people don't actually agree on what fitness is. I don't really like calling myself or considering myself any part of the fitness industry because I don't like being associated with fucking jabronis. I don't like being in college. I didn't want to be a part of any frat. I don't like to be labeled as anything because I am Papa Swolio. I am myself. I don't like being a part of all these other fucktards that are just pushing nonsense. They're pushing supplements left and right. They're pushing calorie counting as if that's the fucking Bible. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and it makes an excuse for people eating shit fucking food. And when you have legal outcomes that define bread as a certain way, and then you have companies that are literally making it, they don't deem it as real food. And I've been joking, I use that kind of terminology, I don't know, say more or less sarcastically and kind of loosely saying it's not real fucking food. Obviously, you can eat it. You can eat McDonald's and Subway and Burger King and Taco Bell and Wendy's. You can eat it. You can consume it. You can chew it and swallow it. But you're just creating this artificial construct of what you want the food to look like. You're molding it in this weird fucking way. and you're adding all these different artificial preservatives and things to give it a certain taste, a certain texture, to make it ubiquitously the same across hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands and thousands and thousands of locations all around the world, so it's consistent across the board. It's disgusting. And it's just funny how the way they define bread, the Subway sandwich doesn't fall within that definition. It's just super gross. And I just wanted to share that disgusting, nasty shit with you because I'm a nice guy and I want to share nasty shit with the fam.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint. We go hard in the paint. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.